The economic sector is at the forefront of priorities of the renewable Omani Renaissance, led by His Majesty Sultan Haytham bin Tariq. May Allah protect him. The development plans and programs are based on Oman Vision 2040, aiming to achieve financial balance and sustainability of the country, improve the credit rating of the Sultanate, revitalize and diversify sources of revenue, support economic growth, encourage investments, promote the private sector, and develop the tourism sector and other sectors that generate employment opportunities for citizens.
Congratulations, everyone. Wishing you all the best and wishing Oman prosperity, peace, and continued privileged renaissance. The current COVID crisis has been an amazing kind of phenomena which has hit not just Oman, but the region, but the globe. And this is something that we've come to get accustomed for at least the temporary times. What we need to do now is to learn and understand, which we have already, to live with it. I think it's going to be at least another year or so before we will be having restricted growth and a restricted environment as we go about our business. Having said that, the future for Oman is in our hands. How we build on the current foundations, on the infrastructure, on the investments that we've made over the last 50 years is in the hands of our youth, who are our greatest asset.
To achieve these goals, the Sultanate this year took a set of study procedures, including restructuring of the state's administrative apparatus by cancelling and merging some ministries, units, and councils, and establishing others, such as the Ministry of Economy, the Public Authority for Special Economic Zones and Free Zones, issuing governorates and municipal affairs system, and establishing Oman Investment Authority.
Many steps have been taken in that order. The government will ease the environment for doing business in Oman, and it will encourage foreign investment, which will lead to economic growth. The government will increase its revenues, fiscal revenues, from its investment in the government companies, for example, and by introducing new taxes, such as the VAT and the tax on revenues. Moreover, the government will control its expenses further. They will create a center for all the procurement, and they will review the operational cost of its institutions and ministries.
The government also launched a medium-term fiscal balance plan 2020-2024, which includes a set of initiatives such as rationalizing and raising the efficiency of expenditure and revitalizing the real estate market. In addition to that, the Sultanate has implemented a number of modern economic laws, including the Foreign Capital Investment Law, the Public-Private Partnership Law, the Commercial Companies Law, and the Bankruptcy Law. This modernization and development process is matched with large investment projects in various governorates around the Sultanate, most notably Duqm Refinery, Liwa Plastic Industrial Complex, and food security projects in the fields of fisheries, meat, poultry, dairy, and agricultural production. These investments are supported by many infrastructure projects, such as the dualization project of Adam Thamreit Road, Al-Sharqiyya Expressway project, besides the development and expansion of Khazain Economic Zone and the ports of Suhar, Duqm, Salalah, Shinas, Al-Suwaiq, and Khasab.
Oman Fiscal Balance Plan, medium terms 2025, which will be started this year, is going to help Oman in balancing its fiscal deficit, which is, as we know, it is reached to more than 16% of GDP, and it's going to be up to 25% of the GDP if we are not going to implement this plan. I think the plan has so many good options for Oman to grow in the future.
Despite the economic challenges resulting from the drop in oil prices and the effects of COVID-19 pandemic, the Sultanate's GDP reached around 12.3 billion Oman riyals at the end of June 2020. The national economy is expected to witness further growth and prosperity next year, particularly with the start of implementing the 10th five-year plan as the first implementation plan of Oman's Vision 2040. Saleh Khalfan Rahbi, Sultanate of Oman Television, Muscat.